Do you love made-for-TV movies? We sure do. We always have. In 30 years of friendship, we've laughed, cried, diagnosed, and obsessed over every made-for-TV movie we could get our eyes on.
Did you know that most made-for-TV movies are about amazing people who have risked their lives to change the world?
We'll be taking you through the last 60 years of some of the most powerful stories. We'll see what's changed and what's exactly the same.
We also love a nice synthesizer and a sweet satin blouse. And we think you will too.
I'm Steph.
I'm Liz.
And this is
No One Would Tell, Except Us podcast.
Welcome to another episode of No One Would Tell Except Us. I'm Steph.
I'm Liz.
And today we want to wish everybody happy holidays.
Aww.
And we are coming up on our probably favorite season. I mean, it's my favorite season. And I think it's Liz's too. And we were like, you know what? We have done a few seasons now of the podcast, and it is time to bring some Christmas cheer. So, and, you know, Christmas movies are obviously easy to find, but Christmas movies based on true stories are not. So
that's true.
We did some digging, and we came across a little film called A House Without a Christmas Tree from 1972, and didn't know what to expect, and definitely had some, you know, feelings along the way. And I'm just excited to review this one. It's a different kind of movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I loved it, and I thought I was like, this is gonna be bad, because I mean, we'll go into it, but there's some parts where you're like, is this a horror film? Is this a Christmas movie? Like, what is this? Just like on the vibes and the music choices and the way the actors act. But I loved it, and I feel like it's a movie I'm probably gonna watch every Christmas because it was just like, I don't know, there's simplicity to it. Like, it was something that, like, I feel like now you would not find in a made-for-TV movie that was made today. Like, it's just very simple and very, like, I don't know, it's kind of like no pizzazz. It's just, here's a story.
Yeah.
And I liked that.
No pizzazz. Yeah. Well, I mean, simple enough. I mean, it was literally a videotaped production. So it wasn't shot on film. It was literally videotaped.
And that's kind of amazing because it looks pretty good for videotape.
Yeah.
I mean, and I think it won like a daytime Emmy, didn't it?
It did. Well, it was on CBS, I guess, regularly. And it premiered in 1972, and it won the Eleanor Perry Primetime Emmy Award for Outstanding Writing Achievement in Drama Adaptation. And Paul Bogart was nominated for a Directors Guild of America Award. Wow. So, yeah, did pretty well for videotape. And it is based on a novel, which we'll get into as well.
Yeah, it's like an autobiography, right? Like of this woman.
It is. So I guess it was kind of like a movie where they're like, yeah, we'll make it, but we don't really believe in it, which is interesting just based on the story. And then it was really successful. So you never know.
And the little girl who plays Adeline, who's the main character, Addie, the actress, I looked her up because I was like, she's really good. Because sometimes in the 70s, they can really overact. Like, I feel like it was still that time where it's like the Brady Bunch. They're like, hi. And you're like, okay, calm it down. Yeah. But she was very, really good. In fact, there were so many points where I was like, that reminds me of your daughter, Caroline. Like, I feel like her and Addie would be like friends forever.
Yeah, I feel like it was my daughter in 1946, for sure. And yes, that actress is Lisa Lucas. Very precocious. So,
but she didn't do anything else.
She did a few things, but like, I think this movie spawned other movies like this, like The Thanksgiving Treasure. Yeah. the Easter Promise, right? And then Addie and the King of Hearts. So
Mm.
yeah, this was like the little movie that could, I guess.
Yeah, and so yeah, it was really good. Okay, so a little synopsis of The House Without a Christmas Tree. This takes place in 1946 with 10-year-old, it's either 10 or 11, I can't remember, Addie. And so this is 1946, so this is coming right after the end of World War II, but we're like a year later. So like no one was rationing anymore. It seemed like pretty much like for most people, like they're doing well in America. This takes place in America in a small town in Clear River, Nebraska. I think she mentions in the beginning there's only like 1,500 people there. There's like a train that constantly goes through the town that you like hear in the background. But it's just like a small little town, and she lives with her grandma and her father. Her mother is deceased. They don't say when she passed away. I thought it was at birth, the way that the dad like alluded later, but I think it was maybe within her first year of life. So she died when Addie was really young, and he just has never recovered from it. He's kind of become like a curmudgeon. He really doesn't want to be around his daughter because you find out later, like, she looks a lot like her, and they were very similar in their likes and dislikes, and had the same kind of hobbies and hair. And it's just too much for him. He's still very much broken up over the death of his wife. And her grandma, who I loved, and is the mom from Barefoot in the Park, excuse me, which is like
Yeah.
such a good movie.
Yes.
She is kind of like a motherly figure, and she's seriously the VIP. Like she's just like she's awesome. She's so great with Addie. And she makes a lot of pancakes. And Addie
Yes.
really she does. She really, really wants a Christmas tree, like any child, like I feel like any person at Christmas time, really. And her father won't have it because he doesn't want to be reminded of Christmas. He doesn't, I think it was his wife's favorite holiday. It's just too much for him. So Addie keeps asking him, begging him. He keeps saying no. He's kind of not nice about it, hurts her feelings. She doesn't feel loved by her father. She feels loved by her grandmother, though. At school, at some point, there is a contest. It's between her and unfortunately this like poor girl who literally cannot afford
Yeah.
a Christmas tree. And they play like this like
Right.
game of like odds. And Addie knows how to play it because her dad, like, I don't know, taught her to gamble. And so she wins the
Yeah.
Christmas tree. Like, even though they have like a lot of money, because at one point she says, Dad, I saw on his bank account has $6,000, which in 1946 is worth 100 grand. So he can get a tree. He's got 100 grand in the bank. I digress. But
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
she wins this tree. She brings it home. Her dad is like, get that out of here. No, I said no trees. And like Addie's like upstairs. She's upset. Her grandma's like, you have to understand, like it reminds him of your mother. So she like takes the Christmas tree out. She brings it over to the poor girl's house and leaves it. Her
Yeah.
dad comes by to drop off Christmas cookies. He sees the tree because she had decorated it with homemade decorations. And he's like, oh, yeah, I've been a jag off. I probably should get her a tree. Like, enough is enough. And he buys a tree.
Yep.
And she's like, I don't have enough tinfoil to make a star now. And he's like, hold on a second. You don't need tinfoil. And he like pulls out this really pretty star that her mom had made, and they put it on top of the Christmas tree together. And it's just kind of like he starts to first open up to her about who her mother was, how similar they are. It's a very tender moment. And the ending was great because the author does not like mince words. She's like, oh, we weren't really all that close after this, but Christmas was always a time where we had a tree and we would always put up that star and think of mom. And so it's just like a very sweet, like sad, but like relatable story. And it just gives you the feels. It's really cute. I liked it a lot.
Yeah. That was really good. Thank you.
Thanks.
So I think you had mentioned, I had definitely noticed this. Like, I don't know. Okay. So when this movie opens, the music is so sad and like
Oh my
so
God.
disturbing.
Yeah.
And there are, cardboard animation titles and title cards.
Yeah, it's
And
like paper cutouts
yeah,
or something. Mhm.
right. And I don't know if you watch any of the like A24 horror movies, but like it's
No.
definitely that. Like it's like that feeling. I was like, oh my gosh. I actually texted my brother because like we always watch those horror movies,
Yeah.
and it definitely felt scary. And so our narrator, Addie, essentially as a grown up, goes into like, how you mentioned it's a very small town. They didn't even need a traffic light. I'm like, this
Yeah.
sounds scary. Like all of it just sounds scary. Also, the recording, all of the title and text is backwards. I don't know if it's the one you
Yes.
watched too.
It
Yeah.
is. Yeah.
Um, yeah. It was just looking scary. Like it
Mhm.
was looking haunted. And I thought the house they
For sure.
lived in kind of looked like a church or like a little chapel, kind of.
It had like Amityville horror to it. Like it was just like those
Yeah.
weird stairs going upstairs and like it was like an old farmhouse, which probably was the typical
Yeah.
house there. I mean, it's Nebraska, it's Midwest. But yeah, it was
Right.
like Stephen Kingy. Like it gave me those vibes. Like it was
Yes.
misery. Like it was weird.
Yes. It was weird. I was like, I love it.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, we're starting at breakfast. Yeah, those pancakes look legit.
Yeah.
And grandma's Mildred Natwick, who has been in just a ton of productions, and like she was in Little Women and just really
Yeah.
like a very profound actress. So she probably wanted to do a Christmas movie. And Jason Robard is dad, and Jason Robard has been in like everything from like Julius Caesar to Parenthood,
Mm.
to A Thousand Acres. He is a Chicago-born actor, like super
Oh.
renowned and very, yeah, he was a bit of a stud. And he also was definitely known for kind of being like a son of a bitch, like in a lot of roles. Like he's just like a crabby, mean, like cranky person. So
Yeah.
the dynamic in the home is a lot like Prancer. I know you brought up Prancer because now that's in your feed, but
Yeah.
like it's very similar where like, it's a precocious little girl. She's super excited about the holidays. Like the dad's like basically like, shut up, like nobody cares. The mom had passed away. It's like there's family support, but like all the little girl wants is her dad. And it really was like an old timey Prancer. I was like, whoa, this is weird.
Yeah.
So and basically it's just like dad doesn't enjoy anything, like he is like not enjoying the pancakes. He's telling her to like get it together with her pancakes. It's just like there's not a lot of room for like anything fun. And my
No.
first thought was like, we're really, really, really spoiled. Like these people are like, we literally are just living with enough. Like they are like,
Yeah.
we are not having one extra thing. Like it is not happening. And even the house, right? Like it's like,
Yeah.
they live in it. It's like habitable, but it's just like so bare bones,
I
right?
think it's because but I thought about that and I was like, but they're coming off the war. So I mean like you're only
Yeah.
like a year out. So like the fact that they
Yeah.
have probably like flour and eggs and sugar and stuff like that is like so amazing because they had to go without.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Right.
yeah, like it's just and I still feel like back then like and for a while after like people really made stuff like with their own hands. It wasn't like you went to the store
Yeah.
like to Target and you bought like your Christmas star. It was like go find some
No.
freaking pipe cleaners and get it done. And
Right.
although for people who aren't artistically gifted, like I'm sure that sucked, but for people like I love doing crafts, I was like I kind of wish it was
Right.
still like that. I don't know.
Well, you could do that, Liz. You could do that. Well, that's the thing
Let's
though,
do
because
it.
even now, the whole like trad wife craze, I mean,
Oh yeah.
everything they're doing is everything they're doing is still super expensive. It's not like it's,
For real though. Yes.
you know,
Yeah, no,
So,
you're so
yeah.
right. That is true. It's like everyone's like, yeah, try to like, save money. It's like, no, not the way that they're doing it. Like, that's not going to save you a dime. But the way that Addie was, like, just simple things. Like, I miss that
Yeah.
simplicity of, like, I remember with my own grandma, like, making
Yes.
paper chains for the trees. Like, it was just like, and
Yes.
nobody cared if it looked like crap because just nobody cared. Everybody else was doing the same thing. Like, it didn't matter. It
Right.
was kind of nice.
Right.
I'm like,
Yeah. And like, yeah. Like, yeah. I mean, like with my
I'm
nanny
gonna
definitely
break down.
making like dollars stretch, with like feeding
Yeah,
people.
absolutely.
Um,
Like they knew how to because they knew how to go without. Like my grandma's house when she died was a nightmare because she kept everything because she didn't know how
yeah.
to get rid of something because she lived during the depression. It was like you just don't do that. And
Yeah.
I just feel like they knew how to stretch things and do with what they had. And now it's kind of like everyone's like, I want to have a simplistic home, but I still want to buy new things every year. Like it just doesn't. It's
Right.
it's weird now. I don't know. Anyways,
Right. No, it's true. It's like I want to have simplicity. I'm going to spend $300 on like storage crates, like to put everything in
exactly.
so that it's
Yes.
organized.
Put all this crap into it. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's very true.
So that's
Yeah.
not what's happening there. These people don't have
No.
storage bins. These people
No.
literally are living with everything they have every day. Um,
True.
so Addie is again very precocious, very intelligent, and
Yeah.
she already has a bit of an ego to protect herself. So she justifies like not having decorations. She's like, my dad would get me a tree if I wanted one. It's
Right.
already like super sad, super sad. And like, she's like begging her dad to like buy her paste so she could make
Oh.
things for the like the Christmas gifts, and she's like begging him for like 50 cents. Um,
Yeah.
and it's just
Yeah.
like it gets real quick. So she has a friend, Carla May, who lives next door. And, basically all of these adults are like, oh my gosh, like we have to deal with these kids all the time. Like, when are these kids going to school? Like, please leave the
Well,
house.
Carla May is
You know,
over there at what, 7 a.m.? She's like, give me the pancakes. Like, I'd be like,
yeah.
get the F out. Like, you're not poor. Like, go home and eat some cereal. Like, I'm busy.
Oh yeah. Like the grandma's like, I have to go shopping. You guys have to go.
But she feeds
So
Carla May. She makes her flapjacks. She's like, here you go.
yeah. Well, and they live like really like across the street from the school, which is great because none of those kids are getting rides ever. Like that's not, that's like never happening. So they can just walk on over there.
True.
So then they're in school. It's like a classic, whatever, 1940s, very simple school.
Yeah.
They did say the pledge, but they didn't have the God part in it, which I thought was interesting.
I went down in the comments because I noticed that as well. And the
Yeah.
author that posted this movie on YouTube was like, in 1946, it was not in the Pledge of Allegiance yet. That was not until after 1954.
Oh,
So it was historically
okay.
accurate, which I was like, whoa, really? I did not know that that was so put into the Constitution like so late. Like, honestly, I thought it was
Yeah.
always there.
Yeah, I was like kind of surprised. But thank you for
Mm-hmm.
that.
Yeah.
Very educational. So the teacher's like, the teacher's no nonsense. Like she's like, so apparently like this town really does not have a lot, but they are putting on like, I guess, Broadway performances because the teacher's like, all of your costumes need to be ready. Like it's the most important thing,
Yeah.
And this kid's like, my mom's sewing machine's in the shop. Like this other kid's like, my mom's really sick. And the teacher's like, oh my gosh, all right, like I guess I'll help you figure it out. But you need these costumes. It's paramount.
Could you
So
imagine having to have a sewing machine and being like actively making your children's like clothes? Like Elise would look like a
no.
buffoon. Like I am so
Oh
bad
my
at
gosh.
sewing.
Oh my gosh. No. And my kids go through clothes so fast. Like
Yeah.
it would be bad. It would be bad. Like
Like
I'm
what is
grateful we
going
don't do that
on?
here. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways.
So then the teacher's like, make sure you bring in all your presents. And I'm like, is this an Ivy League school? Like, I don't understand. Like, these people don't have anything. And they're like worrying about costumes and presents. And, and then there's a boy in class named Billy, and Addie notices his cowboy boots right away.
She likes them a lot, which I thought was kind of like feminist,
yeah.
like it was kind of like
Yeah.
tomboyish. Where I was like, oh, that's a little bit different than what you would expect. What I feel like these movies would be like a girl wants. I thought that was cool. I was like, oh, that's nice. Like them cowboy
Yeah.
boots.
I thought it was a nice touch. So then she's back home and she's like talking to grandma. She's like, why is dad so stingy? And grandma's like, well, dad remembers what it's like to be poor. And I was like, but aren't they poor now? But to your point, no. I mean, considering what they've been through, they're
Yeah.
not.
Yeah, and also Addie says, she's like, I saw dad's bank account and he has $6,000, and I looked it up what that would be in today's money, and that's $100,000. I think if you have $100,000 just in your account, like you can get a Christmas tree for whatever it was, $10 back then. Like, I mean,
That's right.
like come on.
Yeah. Well, also he's living with his mama and not paying rent. So like he just got it made.
And like, what does he do to make that kind of cash? Like, did he get like something from like serving? Like, that just seems like a lot of money, especially coming off like the depression. Like, was that normal? Like, I don't know what people's finances were.
Yeah, it was interesting because they don't really say what he did for a living.
Yeah.
So Addie's like, kids think I'm weird for not having a tree, and it's like all she wants is a Christmas tree. And it's like all she's going to get is this like angel costume made out of a bed sheet, like that's it. That's it. Like it's just sad, and she's like, I'm a person too. Like I like to be talked to, which is like very progressive, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And yeah, like she is like saying how she feels, even if nobody wants to hear it, really. So
Yeah, she was amazing. Like as a character, like she said her needs. She was like, "This is what I need from you. Like this is what I want." Like she was very like, and I don't know. She was special. I don't know how else to put it. Like she just was someone that would stand out in the classroom, and I think she did stand out because people were always like, her artwork was really good. The teacher even comments when she gives her a Christmas card, like, "I know who made this." Like Addie was very talented and she was extremely intelligent.
like she had no fear. Like, her dad's like not nice and she like she's still not scared. Like she's like, whatever, I'm still going to say what I want. I'm going to like say it every day if I have to. And you're just going to deal with it.
It's true.
So then she's like, he would love me if I was a boy, and then there's like, the whole discussion. Does her grandma say like your parents were like really old when you were born, or did I just
she goes,
that?
No, she does. She's like, your parents waited, Addie, that's not true. Like your parents waited a long time for you, so that's why I thought maybe that's why he's so old as a dad. Like, cause like, I'm like, he looks like, and he was in like his 60s in this film. Like, I mean, he wasn't.
I'm taking a look ski, but yeah, he would. Okay, here, if it was 72, he would have been like 50. But
okay, but like even still, if she's 10, then he would have been like 40 in real life. Which I feel like in this time period in life, that was an older parent because they usually were having their kids like at 18. You know what I mean? Like it was quick. But
no, for sure.
Yeah, so he's supposed to be, I think, like 35 in the film. Like I did the math because they brought it up, and I think he says at one point, like, I was 25 when you were born. And I'm like, okay, maybe that was old for 1946. Now that's like a baby. That was like me. That's like a baby. But like you're supposed to be 35. Like, come on, dog. Like, there's no way. Like,
right.
There's no way. I thought he was married to the grandma when I watched the film at first.
Yeah, it's a good point. Like I have a hard time figuring out like time period with like age and money and like what things were costing and then like what things were worth. Like it was a confusing time. Like it's just a confusing time for me personally. So then she goes into like basically the dad's den, which kind of looked like a doctor's office waiting room. Like it was kind of like, I don't know, that layout.
I agree.
And
Yeah.
he he talks her through the crossword puzzle. That was kind of the first like moment where you're like, okay, like he shows love by like trying to teach her to figure things
Yeah.
out,
Yeah.
right? Like that's the
I
attention he gives,
agree.
even though she's like, give me a hug. He's like, no, we're doing the crossword puzzle. Basically, it's just very, very apparent. Like she just wants dad's approval and attention.
Yeah.
Like she's even playing this like marble game and he's like correcting her. And you wonder, right, if she like doesn't know how to do it or if she just wants him to like show her attention.
Yeah. Well, the thing though that like annoyed me going back to like the crossword puzzle, even though I agree with
Yeah.
everything you're saying, is like he's just like, you did this wrong. Like I hated that part where
Yeah.
it's just like that's like if you do like it's basically like you stupid. That's not what you'd write. Like that was kind of his like
Right.
way of saying it. And I was like, oh my gosh. Like that
I know.
that's so harsh, but Addie doesn't really seem to care. She's just, I think, glad that he's like showing her something. But I agree with you too. Like, was she just like pretending? I think she knew how to play. I think she just was like looking for him because she asked him after. She's like, "You want to play with me, Dad? You want to play a game?" And he's like, "No, I got to go through this paper that you messed up." Like he says something like that. Like,
Yeah.
dang, like
I
the
mean,
knife is in there, you know.
it just makes you think too, like, I mean, whatever. It was like I had a very like loving and caring dad. So I'm gonna say like
Yeah.
maybe from the 80s on, like dads were more so like woke, let's say. But
Yeah.
before that, I just feel like, in terms of like patriarchy and like male energy and like not every dad, of course, but like I definitely think it was like way different in terms of like dads showing affection and
Yeah.
really focusing on being like a provider. And I'm just sort of like, I don't know, like if you didn't have a mom, it seems like you were effed. I mean, not every case, but like,
Yeah.
just emotional, like lacking.
Yeah. Well, Carla May, though, to the point, she talks a lot about how her dad's like, my dad scoops me up in his arms and he twirls me around and like we sing songs. And like, so there definitely was fathers there that were like, affectionate and things like that. But I agree with you. I feel like, yeah, it was just a different energy. I don't think that men, I mean, even now I would say it's still kind of like looked down on to be like sensitive, but I think that there's been a lot of effort made towards that. At least I think of men understanding that sensitivity does not mean weakness, like it's a good thing to be empathetic and to be sensitive. And I know a lot of like moms now especially like will be like, I want my sons to have baby dolls because it's like proven that boys that play with dolls usually grow up to be more sensitive and empathetic and good with their children because it's like that's what play is. You're reenacting or you're learning how to do things that you're going to need later in life. And
Right.
that I don't think that was there in 1946. I think people that survived the war, because so many people died, so many men died that when they came back, they're also dealing with. I mean, how many of them were shell shocked? How many of them were going through PTSD? How many of them were just like getting by? I don't know. It'd be so interesting to see like what the rates were as far as like mental health. Was it even recorded? Was it even dealt with? I have no idea.
Right. I don't think so. And I think you're right. Like, here's what I think. I think there were still affectionate fathers back then. I do think if you were like a straight married man with a family back then and your wife died, then it was effed. Like, I think that was like not really possible to deal with.
I think that still holds true today. I do. I think that there's so many men that can handle it and still provide, but there's just different Men and women just have different attributes. I think parents have different attributes. And I think naturally women are just built to be kind of the emotional thermostat of the family. Like it or not in all families, but I think in the majority of families. I think that if mom is happy and emotionally well, the family overall is going to make it through, even if the dad's like a jag. Like I just do. I think that maybe I'm wrong, but that's just how I feel.
Well, and they say too, like kids really only need one stable parent, you know? So it's
Yeah.
like, I guess, it's like she has grandma, which is good. But I think
Right.
that it was just probably just a hill too high to climb for dad. I just think he, like to your point, was probably really traumatized from many things. And
Yeah.
it shows. So um
It does. It
basically
really shows.
it really shows. So going back to like odds and gambling and different games, like Addie's like, let's bet, and if I win I get a tree. And so then, the dad like tells her to drink the glass of water, like
Oh
the
gosh, yeah.
glass full of water. She drinks it. It's like so sad too, because she's like huffing and puffing, like gulping this water. It's like, oh my God. And then he's basically like, you drank the glass empty. I told you to drink it full. And she's just like frozen with like, devastation.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, she's devastated.
yeah. And grandma's like, you're mean, like just let her have a tree. I mean, grandma's just like so used to seeing him be such an ass. Like she's finally like, can you stop? Like, this is like enough of this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, like if I was the grandma, I think at that point I'd probably go out and just like cut a tree down like in the neighborhood
Yeah.
and bring it home. I'd be like,
Well,
I'm sorry,
yeah.
but you're getting a tree.
Yeah. I mean, at that point, I'm like, can we have Addie removed from the home? Like, this is really, really mean. Like, I am having trouble with this. So he like leaves the house and goes who knows where. And so
Oh yeah, he drives away in his car. He's just like,
yeah.
He drives away in his car, and I like notice it's nighttime. He doesn't even put his lights on. Like I was like,
No.
buddy, like put your lights on. Come on,
Yeah.
come on.
Yeah. He doesn't care about much.
No.
So the next day, Addie gets in a fight at school, right? Because they're making fun of grandma. You liked this part,
Okay.
right?
I loved this part. Like, okay, because I wrote in my first page of notes when the grandma comes out, like right in the beginning of the movie, and Addie's going to school, the grandma comes out to like, I don't know, grocery shopping. And of course she has to walk because she doesn't have a car. And she's like pulling like a little like red wagon, like a kind that like a little kid would have pulled. And even in my head, I was like, what the F is that? Like, that's weird. But like whatever. Like she can't carry groceries. But then like that's literally what the kids use to like make fun of the grandma. And I felt so bad like thinking like them. But they're like, your grandma's a nut. She's a character. She pulls a wagon. And I was like, she does. Yeah. She does pull a wagon. You're right. But she's just like, what? My grandma's not a nut. And then the teacher, like, I don't know, who looks like she should be on Little House on the Prairie. Like, she's just like, what is this? What did I hear? What's the difference guys, between a nut and a character? And I was like, I don't know. What is the difference? She's like, a nut is someone who's crazy. A character is someone who does things that are different than the norm. And I'm like, this is kind of woke. Like, is she like talking about like neurodivergent? Like, this is awesome.
Yeah, I know. I was shocked. Like, she's like, music, painting, discoveries come from different kinds of people. I'm like, whoa. Like, I mean, true, all of them are exactly the same there, but like she's telling them that not everybody in the world is. That's amazing. Like, that's amazing.
Yeah, I feel like it was kind of a word for like kids that like, you'd seen like that they didn't know had, autism or,
Mm-hmm.
different sort of like we're neurodivergent. And now it's like we have words for that, which is helpful. But yeah, I like loved it. I was like, "Ah, now I know the difference between a nut and a character. This is like this is so helpful. I loved it.
I like it too. I mean, they do kind of give a shout out to Christopher Columbus. I'm like, ooh, um,
They're like, he
this is
knew the
dating
world.
itself.
Yeah, it wasn't flat. It's round, like Christopher Columbus. He's a character. I'm like, yeah, he's a character, all right. I'll tell you that.
He's a character, for sure. So,
Yeah.
yeah. Um, so okay, then you like this part too. They're shopping at the pharmacy for a Christmas present for the
Oh
teacher.
that pharmacist was so sketch. Like he was, all I wrote was like perv. Like he's like, do you want to get her? It's just like, you want to get her a nice present? This is the perfume she buys all the time. And he's like spraying. He's like, sweet pea. And I'm like,
Yeah.
this is getting weird. And they're like, oh wow, I don't know, he's obsessed with her. Like he knows everything about her, everything.
Yeah. Well, I thought he was going to be like, do you want to look at promise rings, girls? Like, he was really, really invested. And, like, he was hustling. I mean, he was literally showing them everything in the shop. I mean, there's like 10 things, right? But he's showing them all of them.
Yeah, until he shows them the basement where like the girls are tied up. Like he was so
Right.
weird. He gave me like the worst like vibes ever. But yeah, he was really strange. And then he's like, I have a really good present, but it's gonna cost you. It's like, dude, they have $4.25. They told you this.
Yeah.
And then he's just like, this is
Right.
fine. He pulls out like I guess it was pretty like jewelry box with like music inside, but the music, did you notice it was like off key? Like it was like an untuned piano. It was like ding. He's like, I made it with real human hair. Like it's like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. I mean, it was really unsettling. And then he is like, you can have it at a discount, which
Yeah.
I guess is normal, even though they're all struggling back then. And then Addie asks how much the tree is because she's so hard up for a tree, So
know.
it was sad, but it was so sweet to see the girls like really wanting to give the teacher like the best gift ever. It
Well,
was kind of touching.
she's a good teacher. Yeah, she's a good teacher. Like I was like, okay, she kind of deserves it. Like, does she have like, Samantha American Girl hair? Yes, but she, she's getting it done. Like she is a really good teacher and obviously doesn't have a suitor because a pharmacist would probably kill him. But they really love her and they're gonna, do that. But they come home so they buy this like present. I didn't really understand this part. They like go, every single child that's with her, which is like the whole class essentially, like comes to like her Addie's house and the grandma's just like, what the
hell?
Who are all these kids? She's like, I'm trying to make dinner, Addie. Like, could you ask before you bring 20 people home? And she's just like, okay. She's like, and we all need hot chocolate too, Grandma. And Grandma's just like, all right. Like, she's so nice.
She's so nice. I mean, you could tell she just wants to like have her house slippers on and like chill.
Yeah,
And this is not what she had in mind.
No, she's making 20 hot cocos, and then they sing of all songs. She's like, we're gonna practice our carols, Dad. Come out here. He's like, gets home from work. Could you imagine getting home from work and there's like a classroom of kids with their shoes on, like in your house? Like, I mean, like, get out now. Like, you gotta go.
Yeah, no, it's like a school night. No, nope, not gonna happen. So
and she's like, we're gonna sing our Christmas song.
Yeah, they're singing, and Grandma's like, "Oh, this is sweet," and Dad's like, "This is horrible," obviously, because it is. And Addie's like, "You will subconsciously buy me a tree if I keep staring at you and singing this. Like that is the goal." So after that, like raunchy party, it's like the next morning, grandma's trying to have some coffee in peace, right? And then like Carla May's like,
Yeah.
I'm here for breakfast. And the grandma's like, say what? Like, this isn't like a boarding house, but okay. So she
Oh,
literally gives the girls like a tablespoon of oatmeal each. I don't know if you recognize that, but it
yes.
was very little.
John brought that up too. Well, first he was like, before they were like in the morning, well, before Addie and Carla may come for breakfast, the dad is in there and he's like staring. And John was like, my husband was like, dude, he's going back to Nam right now. Like he's gone. He's like, he's out. Like, no. And
That's
I'm
funny.
like,
Well, I guess
that
he's
is so
going
true.
forward to Nam.
Yeah. He's
He's
just like,
anticipating Nam in that moment.
so like he leaves and yeah, and then the grandma's like making oatmeal, which first of all, as a child, yuck, I would not have wanted that, but I'm sure they ate a lot of it.
No.
She did put brown sugar
Yeah.
in it, which I'm like, okay, that could be all right. I mean, I'd eat it now as an adult, but not as a kid. I would have been like, no way. But they're like, oatmeal. And it's like a teaspoon, but maybe they're still full from like the 20 flapjacks and hot cocoa from last night. I don't know.
The
like-
Ranger. The Ranger. Yeah, for
grandma's
sure.
like, enough.
Yeah, grandma's a short order cook.
Yeah,
Like talk about
she
unpaid
is.
labor. Yeah. So then they start looking at pictures of mom and dad and like, it's like of course mom was pretty. I mean, is there ever a movie where like a kid's looking at pictures of like their dead mom and they're not like she was beautiful? Like is there ever a mom
No.
that's just like average or just like not aesthetically pleasing? I don't think so.
I just can't even imagine like the very few pictures I have that we keep because we usually just keep funny ones. Like those are the ones they'd have to be like, oh, she's beautiful.
Mom was so beautiful.
Yeah. And on the
Yeah.
inside, but yeah, because they want to make like they want to make a Christmas card, and so Addie's trying to get like ideas, and so she's looking at, for some reason, her parents' like memory book of pictures or photo albums, and she's like, we should draw this. It's like her parents were like in a sleigh or something, like they were going on like a Christmas sleigh ride,
Yeah.
and they took a picture of it. So she's like, okay, I'll make that, but and that's when her friend was like, look at your mom in her wedding dress. She's like, oh, I can't wait to be married. Like, I can't wait to have a family. And Addie's like, hell no. She's like,
Nope.
I'm never getting married. She's like, I'm going to be an artist and I'm going to go to Paris and I'm never, ever getting married. And I was like, wow,
Yeah.
that's kind of like surprising for this
It was
time.
surprising. It was surprising these people knew about Paris, to be honest. I was like, go school, like that was great. So then it's like Secret Santa at school. Awkward.
Oh my
Secret Santa is so awkward for kids. It's just like a bad idea. Like, it's not a good idea.
Oh my gosh. I remember when I was in like first or second grade, I went to this small Lutheran school and we always did Secret Santa. And this boy picked me and he bought me this like Cupid doll. And I wanted to die. I hated it so much. And I had to pretend like I liked it because I didn't want to hurt his feelings. And
Of course.
other people got such nice gifts. And I was just like,
Yeah.
who
Yeah.
thought a Cupid doll was a good idea?
It's just a bad idea for kids because then they're like, I'll trade you, or like, I want
Oh,
to
I
keep mine. And you're
know.
like, so
Yeah.
I'm like, that's a bad plan, guys. But at least they're getting some gifts. And so her crush, Billy, the cowboy, gets her a heart-shaped pendant. And I was like, whoa.
It's cute.
Like,
I know. It's super
cute. And
nice.
yeah, it's literally the nicest thing she's ever gotten, by far. So then Miss Mills opens her gift and it's dynamite. Like, it's just like, whoa, this is the best thing any of us, has ever seen. And again, I'm just like, this town makes me sad, like I'm just feeling sad. I'm just feeling sad about this. And the teacher is like, this is the nicest thing I've ever gotten, So then the teacher straight up asks who doesn't have a Christmas tree, which is so sad.
I no, like, can we like maybe do like a heads up 7-Up kind of situation here
Right.
and just be like, everyone close your eyes
Right.
and raise your hand? Like,
Right.
who just wants to be like, I'm poor, you know? And Addie only
Yeah.
raises her hand because her dad sucks. The little girl raised her hand because she's poor. She doesn't have,
Yeah.
their parents have no extra money to get a Christmas tree. And it's just like,
Right.
everyone's like staring at them. It's like, oh, okay.
And that was a little girl earlier who said her mom was sick too. Like that's why she wasn't going to wear
Yeah.
costume. So
Oh.
that was unfortunate. And then the teacher's like, "Oh, we're gonna have a bonfire and burn all the trees." I'm like, "What? Like I've never heard of that. That sounds
Yeah.
traumatizing."
She's like, we're going to raffle off the classroom tree. Like, well, not raffle, but you and Addie are going to like compete for the Christmas tree because we all need to bring a tree in for our annual parking lot bonfire.
Yeah, I was like,
So, like,
"That's
25
yeah,
kids are chucking their Christmas tree. How does this town not like blow up? Like, that's so, that's so unsafe. Like, that's how they used to get rid of Christmas trees. They just lit them on fire.
I don't know. Also, like, I guess I don't know about that kind of tree wood, but like, don't they need it for firewood? Like, don't these people need a lot of resources and help?
I don't. Yeah. Well, it's
I don't
just
know.
like, I mean, there's always that warning because like pine needles get so dry, it's like
Yeah.
kindling. So it's like, I mean, I know they're throwing it directly into the fire, but it just feels like that would get out of hand like so fast. I don't know. Is that
It seems
commonplace?
irresponsible. It seems
Like,
irresponsible to me.
I have to Google that right now. Like
Yeah,
Christmas
do it.
tree bonfires. Is this just like a weird like town thing for them? Like 1940s. Let's see.
I mean,
In the 1940s, Christmas tree bonfires were a common community event held after the
Wow.
holidays, often on 12th night, which is what the heck is 12th night, which is January 6th, to symbolize the end of the season and celebrate Epiphany. These bonfires provided a safe and festive way, maybe I don't know what I'm talking about, to dispose of trees, which posed a fire risk when lit with candles. Communities and organizations like the Girl Scouts would organize these gatherings with people bringing their old trees to a large supervised pile to be burned. That is kind of cool. Like, I
Yeah.
bet that would have been really, like, probably would have smelled really good. And if you, like, have a small town doing that, like, that is actually kind of a cool tradition. But I guess now, like, I feel like there's just too many dopes out there that they'd be like,
Yeah.
I lit my garbage can on fire. I thought the bonfire was in that. It's like, nobody. No, it wasn't.
Well, you and I could always bring that back. We could start burning our Christmas trees. Just saying.
I that's true. I call a bonfire in my backyard this year.
Let's do it. I'll drag my tree over. Speaking of, like, I was like,
my
how is this
gosh.
kid going to get a Christmas tree home? You know? And then I'm like, oh, they just
Right.
drag it.
They just drag it. So
Right.
okay, so going back to this like game, the teacher's like, pick a number
right.
1 through 10, and whoever is closest to the number that I chose will be the winner. And so the little like
Right.
poor girl is like 5, and then
Right.
Addie's like 6, and she's
Right.
like, the answer was 7, so Addie wins. And she's like, booyah
Right.
shaka, and like the little like poor girl
Right.
like, oh. And so
Right.
they
She's like, I got
friggin' her.
nothing.
Yeah. They friggin' dragged this Christmas tree home, which I wrote so much because you know, with like a real Christmas tree, how messy those needles are. Like, that's
And
one of the
heavy.
reasons why, and very heavy. That's one of the reasons why I am like artificial, because I tried doing real, and although it's so wonderful and smells so good, it was just too messy for me. And it was like when Elise was little, I could probably do it now, but when Elise was little, I was always afraid she'd like eat the pine needles and stuff like that. So like I never did it. But like she drags it through the kitchen door. Like that would have been a mess. That would have been a mess.
It is a mess. Well, we always do real because Scott, my
Smells
husband,
so
grew up
good.
like with a Christmas tree farm. Like his family had a Christmas tree farm, and
Oh my
I'm like
gosh, that's blowing
obsessed.
my mind. That's blowing my mind.
I
I feel like I knew this, but like, where's the Hallmark
I
movie? Like, he needs to write a Hallmark movie. Oh my
he
gosh.
definitely does. I'm gonna tell him that today. Um,
Yes.
yeah. So I always do reel. I love reel, but yes, it is an event, and it is a lot of upkeep, and it's a lot
Yeah.
of cleanup, and you cannot drag that through a Christmas or a kitchen door. Like it's just not happening. Like
Oh,
it's
it'd be everywhere. There's
ridiculous.
sap. Yeah, there's sap because like we pretty much growing up always until like I was older, we pretty much always had a real Christmas tree. Like we go cut it down.
Yeah.
Like it was like an event in
Yeah.
our house. And like it smells amazing and it was always fun, but like there was always that like couple of hours where no one was happy because there was just pine needles everywhere and sap. And then you got to like add water to like the bottom
Oh
of
yeah.
it and you're just like
Yeah.
like it hurts because you're getting poked and like if you have an
Oh yeah.
animal they're like eating it and you're just like stop eating the tree.
Yeah. It's like a
Oh my
thing for
gosh.
sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, them transporting that, not realistic. And
No.
so the grandma's like, your dad's gonna be pissed. Like you but
For real.
okay. And we learned grandma has rheumatism, right?
Yeah, because she's like, Addie starts making like right away, like homemade decorations, like a paper chain and like this like aluminum foil star. And she's like, help me, grandma, help me put the star on top. And the grandma's like, I
Right.
got rheumatoid. And I'm like, oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Yeah. Grandma's like, I do enough. Okay. Like, you guys are lucky you're here. So Um, so then yeah, dad comes home and he like sees the tree and at first he's just like a little emotional and like asks where it comes from, which is like I thought he would have just like thrown it through a plate glass window immediately. So he kind of surprised me.
For real.
Kind of surprised me for a
Yeah.
second.
Agreed.
So then it like really bothered him that it was like from the school and he's like, we don't take charity. He's like, you were dragging
Right.
it through the street and like he's yelling at like the grandma and he's yelling at her and he just wants to take a vacation and forget all of them, which, yeah, I mean, he does. And like it shows again, but that was a pretty real statement, especially around the holidays. Like, I think a lot of people want to take a vacation and forget everyone they know. So
I agree.
he was just being real. He was just saying how he felt. That's the
Yeah.
thing. Like, he's either going to like never say how he feels or he's really going to say how he feels. And that was how he felt.
I mean, he later, like soon, doesn't mince words about how he feels about his own daughter. I mean,
Yeah.
he starts kind of opening up a lot, and what he has to say is not great, but it's how he feels.
No.
It's just, it is what it is. That's healing, right? That's
Yeah.
the process of healing. I don't know.
Yeah. So grandma's like, this is my house. And
Yeah. She's like, no way.
no, she's like, we're keeping that tree. And he's like, I'll move out of this house before I keep that tree.
He's like, please keep the tree. I want to leave you and I need a reason.
Right. So then she's like, your daughter's a human. Like, you're selfish. You need to show love. And, the grandma's
Yeah.
like, you only liked her when she was a baby because you could control her.
Yeah.
And she's like, you're not going to have a daughter when she's older. She's going to leave you. So,
I mean, that's all like very true and needed to be said because she's right. Like, if
Yeah.
you're not going to foster a relationship with her as a child, she's going to show no interest to you as an adult. There's not going to be a relationship to salvage. And I feel like it's always later on in life when you're like old and alone, typically, that you start to like look
Yeah.
back and be like, I was foolish, right? Like, I shouldn't have, like, even now, I look back in my 20s and I'm like, some of the stuff I did, I would never repeat. So, to lose
Yeah.
out on those formidable years of your child growing, like you got to wake up and you got to wake up fast because kids grow Oh my gosh, they grow so fast, especially once they hit like school. It's like over. Like my mom always
Yeah.
said that because like the toddler years can feel so long, or at least they did to me, like so long.
Yeah.
It's like the minute they go into school, it's like they're graduating. Like it's just
Yeah.
so fast. It's so fast.
Yeah. It's like all the hard parts are really slow. And then all the fun
It's
parts
true.
are really, really fast. So
It's true.
it's a balance. It's a balance.
Yeah.
So yeah. So then he's basically like, why couldn't, the baby have died? And it's like, okay, like now we should
My
turn off the valve of our feelings. Like, we need to
gosh.
scale this back. We need to scale this back
Yeah.
a little, you know,
Yeah.
which I'm
That's
sure
why
he thought.
well, right. Well, that's why I was like, did she die during childbirth? Because it seems like he blames Addie for her death and that he wishes that his wife was here instead of her. And it's like, I thought, but she didn't. She died of like pneumonia.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was like she just didn't recover like from childbirth and got
Oh,
sick
maybe
or
so.
whatever.
Maybe
Because,
so. Yeah.
I mean, for a lot of people, childbirth is very dangerous.
Yeah.
So I was wondering if that was what it was.
It's got to be connected because otherwise it's like just kind of blaming your kid if anyone dies. It's like, I wish you were dead instead. It's like, well, the
Right.
dog had to go, Dad. Like, I'm sorry.
Right.
Like,
Right. Yeah.
it's like, do you
it's
just
like
hate your daughter? Like, yeah, like, do you just hate her?
Right.
Like, just say it. Say you hate her. Like, I don't know.
Right. Yeah, like yeah, that was a lot. And so
It was.
Addie's like super sad, obviously, and like she's like crying, she's like sleeping in grandma's bed. And
Yeah.
then, grandma's like, am I ever gonna get any sleep again? Like, am I ever gonna have any kind of like peace
Peace.
in my house again? And she's like, your dad's not mean. He's just got a lot of pride, and so do you. And dad wouldn't even take flour and potatoes when they were handing it out during the Depression. And, to a little kid, I mean, Addie's just like, yeah, but it's just like he doesn't love me, like that's all.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so then she's like, I want daddy to cry in his room. I mean, it's just like really heartbreaking. Like, it's just like a very like heartbreaking scene. It's like dark. It's like she's crying,
Yeah.
it's just like, it was a lot. So then a few hours later, she wakes up and like the music, I was like, oh, is she getting up? Is she going to like kill dad? Like, what is like, going on? Like,
Oh my gosh.
is that what's
Probably.
happening? So yeah, she gets dressed, right? And she is like going out in the middle of the night.
Yeah. Well, because
like,
the grandma says like you have to understand that the Christmas tree reminds him of your mom. And
Right.
that's when Addie's like, so the Christmas tree makes him really sad. And she was like, yeah, it does. It makes him really sad. So I feel like that's why Addie got rid of the tree because I feel like otherwise she would have been like, stick it to him. Like, you don't love me?
Yeah.
I'll show you. Like, you can have your tree.
Yeah.
So I think she has compassion and is just like, oh, my dad is not letting me have a Christmas tree, not because he hates me, although secretly he might. She's
Right.
like, she's like, oh, it's because, he misses my mom and I don't want to make him sad. So yeah, she like lugs it again through the kitchen. Like, come on, Addie.
kitchen.
Come on.
And that kitchen just made me think of like, I don't know, like salt pork from like Oregon Trails. Like I was just like, this kitchen. I don't know.
Bad. I know.
It's just, no, I mean, it's not bad. It's just like, it again makes me be like, we just have like,
a lot.
it's just,
Yeah.
yeah, it's like ridiculous to even think like about
Yes.
the gap between then and now.
Yes. Okay. And I totally agree with that. But going back to the pine needle thing, like
Oh, yeah.
there's a front door where she could have dragged the Christmas
Yeah.
tree directly out. She decides to friggin' drag it through the kitchen to the back door. I was like, you be like, that's just
Yeah.
being messy for the sake of messy. Like, come on.
Oh yeah.
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 So she like drags that friggin' tree out somehow by herself. and like wakes up all the dogs in the neighborhood. They're like, oh, ruff, 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 ruff. And she's like, and then there's like a train. It's like, brr. I was like, where did they film this? Like, are they like in a coal mine city? Like, where is this? And she's like dragging it a few houses down to the little girl who was like, her mom was sick and they were poor and whatever, and like leaves a note, and it's like from Santa, which was cute.
So she does write a note, and I was like, oh, is she left-handed? But then I was like, wait, is this backwards? Because all the text is backwards. Like, I got really mixed up. I don't know what.
That part was like totally like The Shining. It's like red rum. Like, you're just like, what am I reading here?
Yeah. For real.
Oh
I was like, huh.
Because it was backwards on YouTube. Because like you literally can't watch it, I feel like, anywhere but like that person. Like, I don't know how they got a hold of this copy. Like, are they in possession of the VHS tape that they like made this on? Like, what is going on?
I mean, yeah, whoever that person is, they're dedicated, and thank you, because I don't have any of that. And I'm glad I saw it, and I wouldn't have. For sure. So it's the next morning. You know, Dad does not want coffee or donuts. Shocker. Like, he does not. He doesn't want anything. Yeah. And he doesn't want to bring presents over to anyone's house. He does not want to participate. He basically needs like a weekend in Vegas. Right. I don't even think Vegas was back then, but like he needs to like get away. Like he needs that. So the grandma's like, you know what? Stop it. Like, just stop it. I've done all the like gift buying. I've wrapped everything. I like cook and clean for you people. It would mean a lot if you would like bring cookies to this person's house from the family. Like, please just do this. So
do something. Yeah.
So he brings the cookies over, right, to the house where Addie brought the tree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they like open the door and they're just like, oh, thank you. You know, like the kids are going to love these cookies. And he's just like, oh, okay. And then he like looks up and he's like, sees like the aluminum foil star. And he's like, oh, where'd you get that tree? And she's like, oh, can you believe it? Like, it was on our doorstep this morning from a letter from Santa. Like, isn't it beautiful? And he's just like, I have to go.
Yeah, he's like, I am an ass. Big time. Also, like, how did he and Grandma not notice the tree was gone? Like, all morning.
Right?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like
the
biggest thing going on in the house.
And like, do they not like vacuum their floors? Like, there has to be so much stuff on the ground. Like, you're stepping in sap. Like, I'd be like, what is this? It's bizarre. Yeah.
Maybe, wouldn't it be interesting if then we learned like this whole time it's like Grandma's actually blind and she just does all these things blind? Like, wouldn't that be like amazing?
I mean, it would make more sense, to be honest.
It would.
I don't know. I don't know.
So Addie's decorating cookies. Thank goodness, like some joy, you know, like that's really great to see.
And yes, and those like metal like pipe bags, like because you know they didn't have plastic piping bags back in the day. My grandma gave my mom those, and I remember using those. And those are friggin' hard to do. Like, people don't know.
No.
They're amazing because like literally I think they were my great grandma's. Like these will be around until the world burns down. Like they are forever, which is awesome. Wow. But it's also like holy cow. And they still work. I mean, they work fine. Like you can pipe, you can do things. Like it's kind of amazing, but like it's something you definitely, if you're used to like the plastic ones that like we all use, like it's a different experience. And like, so when she was like making the gingerbread and it looked all messy, I was like, that's about right. Like,
yeah.
It's hard. Right. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not great with either piping bag, to be honest with you. So, you know, the fact that she's getting it out. Yeah. It's like, okay, girl. So then Grandma's like, I found the necklace under your pillow, you know, and Addie's like, it's
Oh yeah.
gross. And like, Grandma's like teasing her. It's like sweet. And I'm like, wow, Grandma like can never die. Like, Grandma needs to stick around
Yeah.
because Addie
She's
needs
the
Grandma.
glue. Oh yeah. Her
Yeah.
grandma is the best. Like she's so sweet and like kind and she like will, touch Addie, like like sweet to her. And it's just like, oh yeah,
Right.
grandma cannot die.
No. And I was thinking too, like, I mean, obviously some grandmas are like not involved and like whatever, like there's all different kinds of grandmas, but like so many
Yeah.
grandmas just like do whatever needs to be done. Like they just do it. Like they
I
just are
know.
there.
Well, Kendra, I know you'll listen to this, but my mom always says to me, she's like, I love my kids, but my grandkids,
Yeah.
like, it's just
Yeah.
like what, mom? Like more? Like just say it.
Right. It is more. But yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's my mom says the same thing because it's like, yeah, all of the love, none of the stress. Like it's like
Right.
they
Exactly.
don't have to have anxiety and like they don't have to
Right.
like worry about the same things. So
Right. Yep.
yeah, shout out to grandmas, you know,
Grandma's everywhere.
grandmas everywhere. So then, okay, so right, then it's the pivotal moment and it's the moment everyone's been waiting for and hoping for. So, you know, dad comes home and he has a Christmas tree and
It's a pretty nice one. It was very full.
a nice tree. And like, of course, in dad fashion, he's like, take these lights, you know, like he's like all business. And like, he brought decorations
Yeah.
and Addie is speechless. Like we've got a close up on Addie. She is speechless. It's like a
Yeah.
moment. It was like
Yeah.
very emotional. Very emotional.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. She's like dumbfounded. She's just like,
Yeah.
what is dad like on drugs? Like, what is
Right.
happening here? You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
am I alive? Is this real?
Right.
She's like, you'll have to help me put up the lights. And the grandma's like, yeah, we can turn them on. And the dad's like, not getting the reaction he thought it would like elicit. And he's like, well, it looks really good in the dark. And she's just like, still like staring at him, like with these dead eyes, like, I'm going to kill you
Yeah.
in a way. And
Right,
he's just
right.
like, she's like, did you get a star? And he's like, no. And she's like, well, I don't have enough aluminum foil to make another one. I only have one piece. The grandma's like,
one piece of foil. I'm like, good grief.
the grandma's like, just go next door to Carla May, who's always mooching off of us. Like, she's ate us out of the house. Like, they can give us a piece
Right.
of foil. And the dad's like, she
Right.
won't need one. And you think to yourself, like, oh, is he going to like chuck it out the window because she didn't like fall over with
Right.
excitement? But no, he goes up those like weird winding stairs to like, because I live in a super old house. So like, I have one of those like, it's like not a closet door. It's almost like this tiny door that like you open and it leads to
Oh.
like storage.
Yeah.
And so he like opens it and like, this was like filmed in a real house. Like this was not a set, right? Because it looked.
I don't think it was a set if it was on videotape. I think
That's true.
definitely somebody's house.
Because yeah, I was like, this is like amazing, like scenery. Like that looks like a legit crawl space. But
Yeah.
he like pulls out a
Well,
box.
yeah.
Yeah, it was really good. And I was like, oh, it looks dirty and everything. So like he's kind of like fumbling through and like pulls out a box and then like at the top is like this star and it's wrapped in tissue paper so you don't see it right away. And you're like, oh, thank goodness. Like he's bringing us something down. He's not going to like kill her. And
Right.
he was like, here. He's like, here. And she's like, oh. And she like unwraps it. And she's like, this is like the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. And it is really
Right.
pretty. Like it's very sparkly and it's got like this glittery paper and like these baubles in the middle. And it's very
Right.
Christmassy. And she's like, this
How much
must
would
have
that be on
cost.
Etsy right now?
Ooh, girl, good question. I'm gonna go with a good $75 to $80. That's what I'm gonna say.
I agree.
I think that,
I agree.
Yeah, like it could be a little bit more with inflation because people now I feel like put up stuff from Temu and you know you do if you do, because I know it's from Temu. And you try to sell it because you think people aren't smart. And it's like, why am I going to buy one piece when you get a pack of 30 on Temu for $2? Even though I don't personally buy from Temu, but like I've looked at like miniatures, and they try to sell one piece for like $5. I'm like, you dirty rat. Like, you are not a good person. You are stealing.
No,
anyways,
and also is that like that was like that was the quickest scene ever in history where someone's like looking for something in an attic and they find it immediately. Yes. Like he found that in like 2 seconds.
Totally. The only other person that might do that is my mom, because she's thrown out 85% of our house. Like, I mean, I don't think she's kept much. So I feel like that would be like my mom. She'd be like, I told you exactly where it was. And it'd be like, that's where it is. But typically, you're like, why did I hold on to this like broken jacket with a zipper? Why is this up here? What the freak? And then who puts away their Christmas decorations that nicely? Do you take the time to like put them in each spot? I throw it all. And I'm like, that's next year's problem.
Yeah, we talked about that with the Betty Broderick episode. Like the whole Christmas thing, by the time the Christmas stuff is coming down, you are just done. Like you are just done. Yeah.
It's like, and then you can't find things because I'm like, where did I put it? And John's like, I know we have it. And it's like, I don't know where it is.
No, it's safe to say I cannot find one thing in this house. Like I cannot find anything in this house. Yeah. And if I can, I'm like, oh my gosh, I knew it. Like I knew I put it in a good place. Like it is ridiculous. I think 2026 might be like I'm going to try to have like a house like Addie's. Like I think I'm going to strip everything down because I can't find anything. Like I think I need to throw pretty much everything away. I just need to strip down. I'm like, I get rid of like the dishwasher. I just get rid of everything.
Well, I'm coming to your house for a teaspoon of oatmeal and some flapjacks. That's all I'm saying.
Come on over, girl. Come on over. All right. So he brings it down, right? And shows it to her.
Yeah. And she's like, this is beautiful. And this must be so expensive. And he's like, well, actually, your mother made it. And she's like, what? Like, you're talking about mommy? And he's just like, yeah, you know, she wanted you to have that your first Christmas, which, okay, so did she die before Addie's first Christmas? And that's why it's so heartbreaking for him to like bring it out. I'm going to assume yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
But then he's like, yeah, she liked to do art just like you. And she's like, you never told me that. And it's like, Addie, he didn't tell you anything. Like,
no one has ever said one thing about your mom.
Yeah. No. So Addie is like gobbling it up. She's so happy. He's like, what else was I like, Mom? And he's like, you know, your hair looks like your mom's, and the way you sing, you know, sounded like your mom. And it's so moving because, like, you know, this is like the best gift Addie's ever going to receive from him. Like, this is the best thing. This is all she ever wanted. And he's just like, you know, you're just, you know, how intelligent you are. And it's just really kind and sweet. And so she's like, okay, well, she like puts the star into his hands and says, Dad, put it on top of the tree. And he's like, no. And he lifts her up. Like, he touches her and lifts her up to the tree. Like, Addie's like crumbling. Like, she's just like, oh, I'm complete. Like, she's gonna burst. And she puts the star on top of the tree. And it's just so sweet. I loved that moment. It was like, it was sad. It was good.
Yeah, it was very, very sweet. Now they can finally have like one normal Christmas, right? Like, that's amazing. So then we're at the Christmas pageant. It's looking dreary. Like, this film is a film of scarcity, right? Like, this is just a lesson of scarcity. They are like not gonna have much. So
Yeah.
Then this kid's like, "You look angelic," which I think was hilarious. I love when kids say things like that.
Yeah.
And then I thought, well, you explained it, but I did think it was interesting. They did like the classic manger story, but they didn't say God in the pledge. But now we know why. And
Yeah.
everyone's wearing their Sunday finest. Um,
Yep.
and then basically, yeah, we go into like the end narration where she's like, we never talked about my mom or feelings again, really. And
Yeah.
yeah,
She's like, I'm not going to say like this saved our relationship because it didn't. Like, me and my dad still butt heads. And, it wasn't like we were like lovey dovey, but every Christmas, no matter what, no matter where I was in the world, he always had a Christmas tree like waiting for me. And when I would come home, we would decorate it together and we'd always put the star on top of the tree and think about mom and just kind of sit there in silence. And it was just like a nice tradition that her dad like upheld. And I think it was his way of loving her in the only way he knew how. And yeah, it was a really sweet story. It wasn't like, oh, everything's like perfect now, like a Hallmark movie where it's
yeah,
just like absolutely outrageous and you're like, well, that's not real life, which is why people like those movies, including myself, because it's just very like, everything's perfect. It was
yeah,
more real. It was like, no, life isn't perfect, but we can still find good moments. We can still find ways to celebrate and celebrate her mom. And I loved
right.
it. I thought it was a really good film, and it's one I'll probably watch each year. I really liked it.
Yeah, I liked it too. It was definitely a nice story of hope.
Yeah.
So basically, just a fun fact. I don't know if you read this, but they had those feature collages that we open and close with that they put in between commercial breaks too. And it says the
Yeah.
collage artist who assembled them was Norman Sunshine, and he won an Emmy Award for them. And he
Really?
made collages for the Thanksgiving Treasure, which I think is like part of this kind of series. Like it's like Addie's
I gotta
in that
watch
as
that.
well. I gotta watch too.
Yeah.
And then it says the Houston Grand Opera commissioned an adaptation from composer Ricky Ian Gordon and librettist Royce Varek. The opera premiered on November 30th, 2017. So I think that this
Whoa.
music and or story is like a full up opera production. So we might need to look into that as
That
well.
is so cool. Yeah, that's really cool. I love that though. But I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but there's very few like Christmas movies past the 90s that really like resonate with me. Maybe that's my age. Maybe it's because when you're a child and you're watching something, like it just kind of has that
Mm-hmm.
magicalness that really resides with you. And then as an adult, that's kind of like the nostalgia of it. But like, I can't really think of movies in the 2000s where I was like, ooh, that one really like
Mm-hmm.
drove it home for me. Like Home Alone, that's the 90s. Like, that's still kind of the
Mm-hmm.
last kind of like, because I know some people love like all those like Christmas with the Cranks. That ain't my thing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but
Yeah.
I even think those
Yeah.
were the 90s. I can't really think of like Christmas movies that come out anymore. Do you? Can you?
No, same. I have learned that I'm pretty like discerning with my Christmas movies. I feel like there's like five or six where I'm like, this is it. And the
Yeah.
rest, I'm like, you're not welcome. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I think that they mean, I'm sure they mean something to like different people, which is awesome. That's like,
Yeah.
the point. But no, I feel
Right.
like there's, yeah, like literally five or six where I'm like, this is my whole heart. And that's it.
Yeah. I mean, like, I watch like Hallmark movies all the time, but like, I don't go into
Yeah.
it being like, oh, I'm going to feel something. Like, this is me trying to escape something, like, because I don't want to
Right.
feel. Like, there's no,
Right.
like, there's no, like, you can watch a Hallmark movie, go do something for an hour and come back, and you know exactly
Right.
what's happening. Like, there's no,
Right. You're okay.
it's the same story. Yeah, it's the same story again and again and again. They're just
Right.
cute. But like an actual movie that like touches you and like makes you feel like something like this movie did, I don't feel like those exist anymore. At least,
Yeah,
at least
I
haven't
agree.
come out in a long time. I hope one does.
I agree. I do think it's because like now, I just think with like different productions, there's just like so many hands in the pot. Like I think
Yeah.
that it loses a lot of soul, but I'm hopeful. I mean, I'm still hopeful. We'll still keep our ears and eyes open for, a Christmas movie that hits hard.
Yeah.
The other thing is that this film was made in Uxbridge, Ontario, and we do have a lot of listeners in Canada.
I
So
love you,
it
Canada.
it says the house and school still exist, and so we might have to do a road trip. I don't know. I'm just saying.
Anytime you want to go to Canada, I am
Yeah,
down. If I could move
I
to
know.
Canada, I would. Like
Yeah,
they make some of the best for me, the best TV.
yeah,
Like it just seems like in general more laid back and happy than what I see, unfortunately, in America. Maybe it's right now. I don't know. But like, I just
yeah.
really love the kooky TV that comes out of there. I just think it's great and it's very feel good. A lot of it's very feel good, and that it will always be good for me. But that's awesome. I love it. Why do we do so much in Canada? Is it just less expensive to film in Canada versus in America?
Well, I think yes, like as a whole, yes, but this was like the 70s, so I'm not sure. But interestingly, it says in Uxbridge, there's some kind of museum. It includes 10 heritage buildings as well as heritage urban flower gardens. It offers seasonal events, and it was formed in 1972, which was when this movie
Oh
was made.
my gosh.
Yeah, so
My
anybody
dreams
in
come
Uxbridge,
true.
yeah,
I want to
we're
live
gonna have to plan a
there.
pilgrimage. Yeah, we're
Yeah,
gonna have
that
to plan a
sounds
trip to Uxbridge.
magical. I love that.
It
I love
does. It
gardens.
looks so
Yeah.
cute. It looks really cute. So
You're so
yeah,
fortunate. That's amazing. I love it.
I love it. So anyway, this wraps up our year. We've had an amazing
Yeah.
year. We're coming up on our 1 year anniversary for the podcast,
Yay.
and definitely looking forward to bringing more movies and fun in 2026. So as always, any recommendations or comments, we are all ears. We really, really appreciate all of our listeners. This has really
Yes.
grown immensely, very quickly.
Yeah.
And we just hope everybody has a wonderful holiday season and a happy new year.
Yes. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Everyone stay safe. And if you can, go on YouTube and watch A House Without a Christmas Tree. You will not be disappointed. It's an all-age movie. You can watch it with anybody. There's nothing like in it that's bad, or like swearing or anything like that. It's just a really good movie. So we can't wait for next year. Woohoo!
We can't wait. Okay, cheers.
Cheers!